Via this course, the course participants' knowledge about Boeing 787 aircraft will be reviewed, so that they will be able to perform the assigned cabin safety duties on this aircraft. An attendant switch panel, ASP, is installed at each attendant station. One ASP is designated as the master switch panel and is located at door 1 left. The attendant switch panels may be used to test the emergency lights, master switch panel only. Check the auto manual status of all passenger doors, master switch panel only. Check and turn on off status of ground service power, master switch panel only. Initiate passenger evacuation. Silence the evacuation horn. Turn on emergency exit lights. Turn work lights on or off. Click the icon to watch the movie of Cabin Services System, CSS.
The Cabin Services System, CSS, is a computerized system designed to control cabin services. Flight attendants use the Cabin Attendant Panel, CAP, to operate the CSS. One CAP is designated as the Master CAP. The CAP is a touch-sensitive control screen that is easy to navigate. The screens control functions in the cabin, such as turning lights on or off, and increasing or decreasing the temperature. When using the CAP, the first screen shown is the main menu screen. The main menu shows cabin controls, cabin maintenance, and cabin applications. Cabin controls accesses the CAP screens for control and monitoring of cabin functions. Cabin maintenance is for maintenance to perform cabin system tests. Cabin applications provides access to the cabin logbook. Select cabin controls. A password may be required after selecting cabin controls. After selecting cabin controls from the main menu, the cabin controls menu screen is the next to show. Select each cabin controls menu selection. Lighting controls lighting in the cabin, including entryway, galley, door lighting, and passenger reading lights. Attendant call monitors and controls service calls and passenger to attendant chimes. Temperature controls the temperature in the passenger cabin and galleys. The galley chillers submenu controls the galley refrigeration system and individual galley chillers. The heat reduction selection will affect lighting and window power, and will be discussed later in more detail. Dimmable windows controls electronically dimmable windows by cabin area or by individual window. Window status submenu shows the status of individual windows and provides lock control. Water waste tank status shows water and waste tank level status as well as the status of galley sinks and lavatories. Additional status and control shows submenu selections, cabin occupants, door status, and display controls. Cabin occupants allows the cabin crew to manually enter the cabin occupant count. Door status shows status of each cabin door. Display controls accesses panel brightness controls and panel lockout controls. The menu of cabin control selections shows along the left column at all times and along all screens.
Click the icon to watch the movie of Cabin Attendant Panel, CAP.
Let's select cabin scene lighting to showcase some cap screen characteristics. When making a selection, the first step is to select the cabin area you wish to control. You can select the desired airplane area by area, or you can select all areas configured for the specific cap. There is a screen title section along the top and a function-dependent section on the right side of each screen. Touch the desired scene or use the scroll bar to highlight selections. Soft keys will activate and control cabin and screen functions. Touching Screensaver activates the screensaver. Touching the main menu soft key brings you back to the main menu screen. The main menu shows the Help soft key and the Panel Override soft key. The Help soft key provides instructions on the operation of the cabin maintenance screens. The Panel Override soft key allows control over all screens and all areas configured for the cabin. Let's change the target temperature in one cabin area. We start by selecting Temperature. Select Cabin Temperature. The cabin temperature range, 65 degrees Fahrenheit to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius, is controlled on the flight deck. Flight attendants can adjust each cabin area temperature by plus or minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit, plus or minus 3 degrees Celsius within the master temperature range. This area shows actual and target temperatures for all cabin areas. One cabin area can be adjusted at a time. The warmer or cooler arrows change the target temperature. Reset to Default resets the target temperature to the temperature set by the pilots on the flight deck control panel. Select the cooler arrow. The target temperature for the selected area has changed. Flight attendants have control of the dimmable passenger windows. Windows can be controlled by cabin area or by window. Select Dimmable Windows. Select Window Control by area. Window State and Lock Control allows setting a single level of dimming for windows by cabin area. Clearest range equals 1. And darkest range equals 5. Let's try that now. Set the dimming level to 1. Select Activate. Window control is then returned to the passenger. Dimmable windows in the cabin area or all areas may be locked by selecting the Lock soft key. If a passenger selects another level of dimming, the blue light will not illuminate or flash, and the window will not change. Selecting the Unlock soft key unlocks previously locked windows. Select Window icon at seat 9A. Set the window state to 2. Select Activate. The window has been set to a single darkened level of dimming. Touching Deselect All Windows deselects all windows in the cabin, including those not visible on the screen. Windows can also be controlled by window range by area. Select Dimmable Windows. Select Window Range by Area. The last commanded window range by area shows the last selected range of window dimming by cabin area. Window range control allows selection of limits for clearest and darkest window dimming by cabin area. The business class range has been changed. Number of cabin occupants shows here. This number may be changed until the airplane has pushed back for departure. The display controls selection provides panel brightness and panel lockout controls. The display controls may be brightened or dimmed. The panel also has a lockout feature which freezes the display for cleaning. These examples have shown how to control some of the CSS functions. More detailed operations will be presented in the following modules.
The cabin interphone system is a phone network with stations on the flight deck and at the attendant stations. There are 8 handsets in the main cabin, 3 in the OFCR, 1 in the OFAR. The handset at door 1 left is the priority handset. Watch the movie for cabin interphone system. Click the icon to watch the movie.
The cabin interphone system is a phone network with stations on the flight deck, in the crew rest areas, and at the attendant stations. The handsets are also used to make passenger address announcements. All handsets are the same. Each has a handset display, numbered keypad, push-to-talk PTT, reset, up, down, and enter switches. To make a cabin interphone call, remove the handset from the cradle. The handset display shows the directory of dial codes. There are 2 ways to start a call. The first way is to enter a 2-digit dial code on any handset keypad. To end the call, hang up the handset or push the reset switch. The second way to start a call is to use the digital directory. The down switch is used to highlight door 1 left in the directory and then push enter. The call ID screen shows the dial code and the dial code description. At the receiving station, the pink cabin interphone call light comes on and a chime sounds. When the handset is removed from the receiving cradle, the pink cabin interphone call light goes out. The call ID screen on the receiving handset shows the originating call station. If a call is made to a station that is already in use, a busy signal is heard. Busy also shows on the call ID screen. When an invalid dial code is entered, an invalid entry message shows. The invalid entry message is removed after 1 second if the reset switch on the handset is pushed or if a call is received. Let's talk about some of the directory options. A cabin interphone call can be made between any 2 stations. A conference call is a call between predefined handsets. Selecting Attendant All calls all stations except the flight deck. Selecting All Call calls all stations including the flight deck. A normal two-way call to the flight deck may be made by any station. A cabin call message appears on the ICAST display on the flight deck, and a chime sounds. Pilot Alert connects the caller to the flight deck and is used in emergency situations. Pilot Alert calls take priority over all other calls. Other stations can use Pilot Alert simultaneously and will be connected on the party line. A cabin alert message shows on the ICAST display on the flight deck. Cabin Ready tells the flight deck the cabin is secure and ready for taxi. A chime sounds in the flight deck and a message shows. Pilot-to-attendant calls are enunciated by a chime in the cabin and a master call light. When a pilot-to-attendant call is made, one or two more stations may be added to the connection. Calls from the flight deck take priority over all other calls. One handset is the priority handset. This allows the flight deck to quickly dial that handset. Any calls in progress with the priority handset are disconnected, and a connection with the flight deck is made. A call to another cabin handset may be remotely answered. To remote answer, enter the dial code of the station being called. A call may be transferred to another cabin handset by dialing that handset. After a two-way call has been established, up to two additional handsets may be added to the call by dialing the desired handsets without pressing the reset button between calls. The passenger address PA system is used for making flight deck, attendant, and pre-recorded announcements to the passenger cabin. Entertainment audio and boarding music can also be sent through the PA system. The PA may broadcast to specific areas of the cabin or all areas. A sales PA allows cabin announcements to be made without interrupting passenger IFE audio and video broadcasts. A priority announcement overrides all other PA announcements except from the flight deck. Announcements are made by selecting the desired area on the handset and pushing the push-to-talk switch. The push-to-talk PTT switch must be held down during the announcement. When a higher priority voice announcement cancels an ongoing voice announcement, the call ID screen shows busy. A higher priority announcement overrides a lower priority announcement.
Cabin interphone calls are initiated by removing the handset from the handset cradle and manually entering a valid 2-digit dial code on the numeric keypad, or selecting the desired call locations on the handset display with the dial code, step up or down switches, and then pushing the dial code select switch. The cabin interphone dial codes are shown in this table. Cabin interphone dial codes. Cabin interphone dial codes. Interphone calls are prioritized in the appointed order. 1. Pilot alert, star. 2. Priority calls, pilot to priority handset. 3. All call, 5. 4. Attendant all call, 5. Station to station calls. The cabin interphone call lights and attendant station chime annunciations are used as call indicators at the receiving location. The cabin interphone call light extinguishes when the receiving station handset is removed from the cradle. The master call light and chime definitions are shown in the table. With the flight deck evac command switch in arm, pressing an evac command switch on an attendant switch panel, ASP, activates the evacuation signals on the flight deck and on the attendant switch panels. With the flight deck evac command switch in the off position, all emergency evacuation switches in the cabin are disabled. Number 1, horn shut off switch. Push to silences the evacuation horn at the door area where the ASP is located. Number 2, evac light, flash red when evac command switch is pushed or flight deck evac command switch is placed to on. Number 3, evac command switch, push to activate. Evacuation horn sound. Switch indicator illuminates. Evac light flashes at all ASP locations. Inhibits evac command switch at all other ASP locations. Reselecting the evac command switch at the same ASP where the alarm was initiated cancels the alarm. Number 4, evac command switch indicator, illuminated red when evac command switch is pushed. Switch indicator is illuminated only at the ASP where the evacuation alarm was initiated. Click the icon to watch the movie. A galley power control switch is covered with a red guard. With the red guard closed, the switch is in the normal, on, position. If there is an emergency, the red guard should be lifted and the toggle switch placed to the off position. This removes all electrical power to the galley. Galley control panels can be used for control and indication of an individual galley cooling system. Commands from the galley chiller's cap screen and the local control panel have equal authority. Each galley that has running water is equipped with a water shut-off valve to shut off the flow of water to the entire galley. Galleys have a gray water interface valve, GWIV. When the GWIV senses a sink drain is near capacity, the GWIV automatically opens and vacuum pressure drains the contents to the associated waste tank. The manual override switch allows flight attendants to activate the GWIV regardless of the amount of fluid in the GWIV. If a sink drain is blocked, or drainage is slow, a vacuum can be applied to the drain to clear the blockage. Use the clog removal feature to attempt to remove drain blockages. 1. Position the clog removal valve handle to the closed position. 2. While the clog removal valve is closed, press and release the GWIV manual override switch. Cabin lighting is provided by LED lights. The primary cabin lighting is controlled by the Cabin Services System, CSS, using the lighting controls from the cab. If cabin decompression occurs, the cabin lighting scene transition. In addition, the crew can manually control task lights such as attendant work lights and direct area lights using switches in the door or galley areas. The emergency lighting system provides direction to exits and illuminates the egress paths inside the airplane. The EMER light switch on the attendant switch panel, ASP, at door 1 left, turns the interior emergency lights on or off. The system is also controlled by a switch on the flight deck with 3 modes, on, off, arm. It is placed in the armed position prior to flight, allowing all interior emergency lights illuminate automatically if there is a total loss of electrical power. Click the icon to watch the video. Exterior emergency lighting consists of integrated escape slide lighting and door viewing lights. Each slide has several lights built into the sliding lane and at the base near the landing area. When the slide is deployed, the lights turn on automatically to illuminate the slide and the landing area. Lights are located aft of each passenger door to illuminate the area at the base of the escape slides. Lights are controlled by the emergency lights, EMER lights, switch on the flight deck overhead panel or the master attendant switch panel at door 1 left. Potable water is supplied to galleys and lavatories. The potable water status screen allows flight attendants to monitor the amount of water available. Number 1, Tank Status Quantity Indicator, shows the current potable water tank quantity. Number 2, Select Water Fill Quantity, shows the tank fill quantity that was selected for the current flight. Number 3, Up or down arrow soft keys, increases or decreases the fill quantity of the potable water tank. Number 4, Liters Remaining, shows the current potable water tank quantity in liters. Number 5, Water Pump Reset Soft Key, resets the potable water system pumps. Most lavatories have a single water supply shut-off valve which may be used to shut off the lavatory water supply. Shut-off valve is located on the floor of the cabinet behind the amenities compartment. Full open, water available to both sink and toilet. Faucet, water available only to faucet. Toilet, water available only to toilet. Close, no water available to either sink or toilet. All waste is stored in 2 waste tanks installed aft of the bulk cargo compartment. Each tank has a usable volume of 870 liters for a total of 1,740 liters. Each waste tank system operates independently, one on the left and one on the right side of the airplane. When a tank is full, all toilets and sinks connected to that waste tank are shut down to prevent the tank from overfilling. Waste tank quantity status is displayed on the waste tank status screen of the cab. Two independent oxygen systems are provided, one for the flight deck and one for the passenger cabin. Portable oxygen bottles are located throughout the airplane for emergency use. The flight crew oxygen system uses quick donning diluter demand masks located at flight crew and observer stations. Cabin crew should be familiar with the system for cases where they may be required to occupy flight deck seat. Watch the movie for the quick donning mask usage. Click the icon to watch the movie.
In situ testing. Before each flight, check that the system is operating properly. To do so, press and hold the Press to Test and Reset button on the stowage box. After 1 second, the blinker must turn black. It indicates that there is no leakage in the system. Then press and hold the Press to Test button on the regulator. While pressing the buttons, the blinker must turn yellow, indicating that oxygen is flowing. Also, check the oxygen noise in your communication headset. It indicates that the microphone is operating correctly. After the test, the blinker must stay black. If it stays yellow, check for leakage in the system. Donning. After any use of a mask, always restow it in its box, even if it may be necessary to use it again in the same flight. Pull the mask completely out of the box. While you are swinging the mask forward, inflate the harness by pressing and holding down the 2 red tabs. Put the mask on your head. Then release the red tabs to guide the mask onto your face. Finally, close the stowage box doors. The Oxy On flag indicates that the oxygen supply is on. By turning yellow, the blinker indicates that oxygen is flowing to the mask. Regulator functioning. You can switch the regulator to different modes using the dilution rocker and the Press to Test and emergency rotating knob. These modes are the 100% mode, the normal mode, and this mode allows the user to breathe 100% oxygen. To activate the 100% mode, push the dilution rocker upwards. Normal mode. The normal mode must be used when you perform pre-breathing or after emergency descent when diversion altitude is reached. To activate the normal mode, pull the dilution rocker downwards. Emergency mode. In emergency mode, the regulator supplies an oxygen overpressure. It prevents smoke or harmful gases from entering into the mask, allowing you to breathe safely. The protection against smoke and harmful gases is obtained by using smoke goggles, combined with the mask regulator. Make sure that you are in the 100% mode. To use the emergency mode, turn the press to test and emergency rotating knob counterclockwise. Removable goggles. The protection against smoke and harmful gases is obtained by using MXG or MXP smoke goggles combined with the mask regulator. Remove the goggles from their bag. Don and position the goggles onto your face. Open the vent valve by pulling down the vent valve button. Once the emergency event is over, you can close the vent valve and restow the goggles in their bag. Stowage. Make sure that the dilution rocker is pushed upwards in 100% mode. Make sure also to deactivate the emergency mode by rotating the press to test and emergency knob clockwise. Remove the mask by pressing and holding the red tabs. Open the stowage box doors. Fold the harness over the mask shell cavity as shown. Coil the oxygen supply hose into the bottom of the stowage box. Slide the mask into the box until it clicks locked. Close the door, making sure neither the hose nor the harness gets caught. To reset the system, firmly press, then release the press to test and reset button on the stowage box. The Oxy-On flag will disappear. Then press the press to test button on the regulator. Cleaning and sanitizing the mask. Use the Eros San 50 wipe to clean and disinfect the facial seals. Use the Eros San 40 cloth to clean the goggle lens.
Passenger oxygen masks are located in overhead PSU compartments. Each passenger seat group of 3 seats will have 4 oxygen masks or more. 2 masks are provided in each lavatory. 1 additional mask is provided at each location with bassinet provisions. 1 oxygen mask is provided for each flight attendant station. 2 oxygen masks are located in the ceilings above galley areas. Gaseous oxygen cylinders are located throughout the cabin in passenger service units, PSUs, and overhead ceiling modules. The oxygen cylinders are single-use devices and once activated provide oxygen until the cylinder is depleted and then must be replaced. The passenger oxygen system cannot be turned off during flight. When the PSU oxygen compartment has opened, oxygen flow indicators are visible for each mask. The lights are on when oxygen is flowing to the mask. The masks automatically drop from the PSU prior to the cabin altitude reaching approximately 15,000 feet. The passenger cabin masks can be manually deployed by, push the passenger oxygen switch on the flight deck to the on position, use the PSU latch button, turn button counterclockwise 180 degrees, then push button to open door. If the cabin oxygen masks deploy, either automatically or manually from the flight deck, the following automatic events occur. Cabin lights increase to full bright. All crew rest entrance area, bunk area, and flight crew seat area lights turn on. Passenger address system volume increases to maximum. 3 high chimes sounds. The fasten seat belt signs illuminate with corresponding chimes. Return to seat signs extinguish. When smoke is detected in a lavatory, the lavatory call light, reset switch above the lavatory door flashes, and a continuous cabin chime sounds near the lavatory. A master call light illuminates. An ICA's message is displayed on the flight deck and the smoke detected pop-up window is displayed on the cabin attendant panels. The system can be reset by pushing the lavatory call light, reset switch.
Saffron.
If smoke is detected in the overhead flight attendant rest. On the flight deck, the master caution light illuminates, an oral caution alarm sounds, and a smoke rest upper door for ICA's caution message is displayed. In the overhead flight attendant rest, the smoke detector alarm indicator light illuminates, all area lights illuminate, the pulsating smoke detection system alarm horn sound in the overhead area. The crew rest compartment air supply valves are closed, and the compartment exhaust valves are opened. In the passenger cabin, the amber light above the entrance enclosure door flashes, a continuous high chime sounds in the passenger cabin, the cabin attendant master call lights flash, and a smoke detected door for upper rest message appears on the CAP screens. Watch the movie for door description. Click the icon to watch the movie. Watch the movie for door arming and disarming. Click the icon to watch the movie.
The Mode Select lever on each door controls the arming and disarming of the Emergency Power Assist System, EPAS, and the Escape Slide Raft. Setting the Mode Select lever to the disarmed position disarms the EPAS and transfers the girt bar from the door sill to the door. The door can be opened normally without power assist and without deploying the slide raft. The manual mode indicator illuminates when the door is in the disarmed mode. Setting the mode select to the armed position arms the EPAS and transfers the girt bar from the door to the door sill. If the door is open from the interior, the EPAS system will activate and the slide raft inflates. The automatic mode indicator illuminates when the door is in the armed mode. If the lever is not moved to the fully armed or fully disarmed position, both lights will flash.
Watch the movie for door status check. Click the icon to watch the movie.
On the master ASP, when all of the passenger entry doors are in automatic mode, auto in the upper half of the indicator illuminates light blue. With all of the passenger entry doors in manual mode, manual in the lower half of the indicator illuminates white. If there are doors in both the automatic and manual modes, the indicator light does not illuminate. The indicator is disabled in flight. Door status is shown on the cap. Locked shows when a door is closed, latched, and locked. Not locked shows when a door is open or the door is closed but not latched and locked. This screen does not indicate the automatic manual mode status of the doors. The door synoptic display on the flight deck shows the status of all airplane doors.
Evacuation slide raft is equipped in each passenger entry door. The slide raft deploys and inflates within 10 seconds after the door handle is initially rotated in automatic mode. Ongoing lane at doors 2 left, 2 right, 3 left, 3 right, 4 left and 4 right. Ongoing 7/8 movie.
An evacuation slide raft and emergency power assist system (EPAS) are contained in each passenger entry door. A door bustle on the lower face of the door covers the slide raft. With the mode select lever in the armed position, opening the door from the inside activates the EPAS, which helps drive the door open. As the door rotates open, the slide raft is deployed and automatically inflates within 10 seconds of starting to open the door. Setting the mode select lever to disarm disarms the EPAS and transfers the girt bar from the door sill to the door, so the door can be opened normally without power assist and without deploying the slide raft. When opening the door from the exterior, the mode select lever moves to disarmed, which prevents powered door opening and slide raft deployment and inflation. In an emergency requiring an evacuation, the cabin crew is responsible for rapidly and effectively evacuating passengers through the emergency exits and down the evacuation slides. Crew members are to check for external hazards that would affect the safe evacuation of passengers. If acceptable, open the emergency exit and deploy the evacuation slide. Open the door. As the slide raft drops, an activation pin is pulled and the slide raft is rapidly inflated into a usable condition.
If the arming lever is in the armed position and the door is opened from outside, the lever will move automatically to the disarmed. Note: the inside door handle rotates as the outside handle is rotated. Rotate the outside handle slowly to avoid rapid or unexpected movement of the inside door handle, which could injure personnel inside the airplane. Click the icon to watch the movie.
Into the door. Pushing in the red flap on the door handle allows the handle to be pulled out. Rotating the handle in the direction of the arrow then unlocks and unlatches the door. Initial rotation of the handle toward open opens the vent to equalize cabin and outside air pressure. During opening, the door first moves inward and upward, then translates outward and forward. Each door is held in the open position by a gust lock. It also prevents the door from movement due to wind or unusual attitude.
Watch the movie for main door opening from inside. Click the icon to watch the movie.
To open the door in normal conditions from inside the airplane, always begin by ensuring the mode select lever is in the disarmed position. Rotate the operating handle in the direction of the arrow to unlatch the door. Once the door is unlatched, it must be pushed out and forward until the gust lock engages. Let's look at that one more time. A door open warning strap is installed in the door frame. It is used when the door
On to watch the movie. Main door emergency opening, rotating the door handle fully aft, open, with the mode select lever in the automatic mode position, activates the E-pass and automatically deploys and inflates the slide raft. Pull the manual inflation handle, red handle, as a secondary action to make sure the slide deployed. If E-pass does not activate when the door handle is moved to open, direct two able-bodied passengers to assist in pushing the door out and forward to the open position. Push until the door is fully open. Verify that the slide raft automatically deploys. Each slide raft includes a survival kit in a watertight fabric container secured by a lanyard at the girt end of the slide raft. To retrieve the survival kit, the lanyard is pulled up and inboard. The survival kit contains canopy rods, manual inflation provisions, hand pump, first aid kit, flare, signal mirror, survival manual, flashlight, water, bailing bucket, sponge, utility knife, whistle. The table shows the number of occupants allowed in each slide raft. VNA has 8 Boeing 787-10 aircrafts. This table shows the aircraft limitations.
Này, đừng gãy gọi này. Yeah, mới này bố đang học này.
The aircraft has 24 business class seats, 343 economy class seats, 13 cabin crew jump seats. The Boeing 787-10 has 8 cabin Type A passenger and crew doors in 1 left, 1 right, 2 left, 2 right, 3 left, 3 right and 4 left, 4 right. All doors are equipped with dual-lane slide rafts. The table shows the capacity of slide rafts.
Con bị trước thì con lại khỏi trước. Mày cứ nhí mũi thì mày khỏi lâu.